Stephen, coming again from my favorite spot, if you will. And everybody has some mechanism, some study group. The question was asked many years ago by Socrates. He said, "How then should man live?" And goes on to Francis Schaeffer, and he asked the same question, "How should man live?" So it's with that Solomon wrote in his, "A man should be intelligently disciplined." Well, where does that discipline come from? And he goes on to talk about that we are a light into the world. What kind of a light is that? So exposing my belief system very quickly, we are a light into the world, but that light gets to be really interesting because you see, in the Hebrew, it's a menorah. And that menorah is really interesting because symbolically it talks about the 6 arms and the center shaft that goes, it's the feed, it's the fuel line. And the fuel that you burn in that is the cleanest olive that they could get. And every morning the priest was to go in and refill the tubes, the energy, and nip off the burnt part of the candle. Because you see, there's defect now. And once you nip that, before the candle would flicker like this as it began to burn in its own background. But they cleaned it, and the flicker wouldn't be a flicker, it would be a steady flame. Then they were to take that ash and take it outside of the camp and bury it. And you see, that gives us a story as to how we are to live. We're to clean, talks about cleaning ourselves, purification on a daily basis, refueling, going to the places that you need to get pure energy. And when we start talking about pure energy, we're not talking about refined foods. We're talking about how we were designed to eat fats, which, by the way, those were taken out by a couple of doctors hired from Harvard to get the fats out, which burn cleaner and 8 times more energy. And they replaced it with sugar, which is dirty, creates a number of issues, inflammation being one of them, a lot of insulin, and just a lot of depression. So what I'm suggesting to you here in simple language is, if we took the symbol of the menorah and looked at the arms and what they meant, they mean everything from intelligence to discipline. And discipline is the most difficult word that the American English has. You see, we don't like that authority that we need to respond to. We don't like the traditions that's brought up on how to live. And that's what I want to show you, is the freedom that comes to you through obedience. And we're going to get you out of that quicksand and present to you a new you, so that you can go down the road losing weight, cognitive skills going up, not worried about Alzheimer's disease, which now is center to our life. Join me again in this campaign. Steve Wilson, 970-260-1740. Or you can join me at Stephen@thenefeshenergy.com.